All right, guys, we are back again, and today we are doing some more Professor X testing. We did get our payout from the leaderboard, and we were able to bring up Hood and Jugs. So we're going to jump in here, and we're going to test them out and see if they work in the global villain section. So hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday. We're going to get in here and see how this goes. I know I've had multiple people ask me about these guys. We're going to try them out first. We're going to do the last two nodes. We're going to try them out together with Cabal and see how this works. And then we'll try them out if... I think we'll probably try them separately. One of them with Cabal, one of them maybe with a couple Orcus, just to give you guys a little better insight into whether or not they're going to work for you. So just a heads up, Jugs is 3 diamonds. Most people should have 3 diamonds because Scopely gave them to us free. And Hood is 7 red. So let's jump in here and see how it goes. All right. Finally got that payout. I now have enough Mystic gear for Satana when she comes out. So that's exciting as well. All right. Okay. Now, of course, Jugs is not going to start with Taunt because it requires 4 Accursed members. All right. Let's go ahead and get in here with his special. Okay. All right, let's get over here after Man-Thing. Okay, let's go ahead and do some healing up. Now we've got Taunt. Okay. Let's go ahead and save the ultimate for now. I don't see any benefit in stunning Man-Thing. Looks like he's got blind. We are not in Crucible, so we're just going to go ahead and use his basic. Okay. Go ahead and use his special. All right. Let's go over here with his ultimate. Okay, let's go ahead and use his ultimate as well. We definitely want to get rid of Blade and Agatha as soon as possible. And let's go ahead and do a big rewind on Oath. And we're definitely going to stun Oath. All right. Or kill Oath. Either way. That works for me. Let's go ahead and use his ultimate because... Oh, he still had blind. Wow. He got 2 turns of blind. Okay. Well, that was no issue whatsoever. And Hood was basically useless the entire match. So I'd say... even if you don't have him massive, if you have him smaller, I don't know, I'd say if you're, 4 red, 5 red, something like that, you may want to, if you struggle to keep him alive, throw a fortifier on him if you need to. But let's jump in here because if we can't get through this node, then all of that discussion is for nothing. So let's get in here and check this out. Okay. Okay, we got ability block on Iron Patriot, which isn't fantastic. All right. This is going to ability block, so let's go ahead and go after Emma. Well, she blocked it or evaded it, so okay. Let's go ahead and rewind over here. Let's stay after Ancient One. She gone. All right. Well, that didn't work at all. So we're definitely going to have to get rid of Emma. Let's try that again. All right. We need to pay closer attention and not use Hood's special on Emma because she's just going to evade it. So we will probably go at her with his basic because he hits 5 or 6 times, and that will eliminate all of her evades and get them off of her. So we won't make that decision again. Okay. Yeah, this 5 times. All right. So she has no more evades. Okay, this should get rid of her. She gone. Okay, let's go after... Actually, let's go ahead and get Taunt on him, and then we'll go after Ancient One. Okay. Okay. Let's see what he attack primary and adjacent, flip 1 positive effect, apply trauma. Let's safeguard. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go after her. That just wrecked both of them. Okay. Very good. Okay. So obviously we need to focus with this team. You've got to get rid of Emma. Otherwise, she will use your own team to kill your own team. So outside of that, no issues there. All right, let's jump in here. Oh, let's try... actually, let's try both of them with a couple Orcus. Maybe Lady Deathstrike is really cheap, so we'll use her and Nimrod. That looks good. Let's jump in here and try this. And then we'll jump in with each of these teams and try Zuggs because I know he's a lot cheaper. And I know Jugs is actually 4 pieces. So if you're trying to get through here a little less expensive and you might want to use Hood but not use Jugs, then we'll give you that option as well without him. Okay. That didn't work at all. Lady Deathstrike just got pummeled. Let's see. Let's try this again. All right. Okay, that is absolutely what happened. So we are not going to use the ultimate and give Blade offense down that he can immediately flip into offense up. We're going to go ahead and use that. Okay, let's go ahead and use his special. All right. Let's go ahead and use her special. She does crazy damage. All right, and now we're going to use Nimrod's special, and that will wreck a lot of people. All right, let's get a heal up here. We're definitely not going to use that and give Blade speed up again. Okay, let's get rid of Blade. Okay. Let's wait. Just use his basic. Use his basic. Okay. There we go. We'll get all of our abilities completely built up before the next wave drops. All right. Which we are obviously not going to use her ultimate yet again. Now we are going to use his. Man, his ultimate's no joke. All right. Let's go ahead and get over here. Okay, let's go ahead and use her special. That should get rid of both of them. And we should be good to go. Oh, vision. All right. Okay. There we go. Definitely need to play it a little different if you're using Scientist Supreme, because you do not want to give Blade the capability to flip slow and to speed up immediately. So don't really get the opportunity to use her ultimate at all. However, on this node, we certainly will. All right. We definitely want to get rid of Emma as fast as possible. Okay, let's go ahead and get over here with his special. And we're going to get rid of Emma. Okay, we're going to save his special. That shouldn't do much. All right, now let's go ahead and use his ultimate. Dude. His ultimate is pretty awesome. All right, so that was no issue whatsoever. Now we're going to jump in here one more time. We're going to take out Jugs, put Zugs back in there because he is absolutely the cheapest way to go here. And we will replace Lady Deathstrike Okay. We will replace, we're going to go with Cabal and put Hood in the place of Lady Deathstrike. All right, let's try this. Because this will break it up for you. You're going to have Bio and Tech and then Mystic with Hood. So if Crucible is something you're interested in and you're planning on bringing Hood to G20 because of that, this could make it a little more affordable for you in this section right here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and use his special. All right, let's get in here with his special. Okay, let's go ahead and get in here with the big rewind. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and basic. Basic. Okay, we are going to absolutely go in here with his ultimate. Okay. And we are going to do the same thing here with his ultimate. All right, this should get rid of Blade. Okay, and now we are going to either stun or eliminate Oath. Okay, very good. All right, there we go. Very smooth sailing there. Hood is actually putting in some pretty good work. And especially with this combo, you've got Zuggs, who is going to start with Taunt. Put Hood on the opposite side. He should stay protected. So again, even if he is a little smaller, if you're concerned or if you have some issues, throw a Fortifier on him to keep him a little bit healthier, and I don't think you should have any issues whatsoever. Now, we'll see how this node goes, but the Night Stalker node, I think you'd be okay. That's assuming that Zuggs doesn't die very first time. All right, let's try that again. That was definitely bad RNG. Probably like 1 or 2 out of 10 times does that happen. All right. All right. Okay. I've went through this stage with Zuggs multiple times, and he didn't get killed by Shadow King every time. So I'm very, very interested. Oh, I know. I know why. I know why. Oops. All right. Wait a second. I'm like, this is not making sense. It's making sense now. So let's fix this real quick. All right. No, that's not it either. What in the world is happening? Let's try something real quick. I think I know what's going on. I've played these levels so many times. Here, let's do this. Okay. Yeah. That's why. I was like, I've been through this so many times with Zugs, and this has never happened. So what is going on? Okay, that's what's going on. Bringing Hood in here with Zugs. Shadow King goes first and immediately takes out Zombie Juggernaut. So that is not going to work. I was like, what in the world? This never happens like this. All right, so we got that situated. So bringing Hood in here with Zombie Juggernaut is not going to work because he is immediately going to go after him. So let's try this. Because Lady Deathstrike is just as cheap as Zombie Juggernaut is. So let's use her and Hood. Let's try these two together and see if this will work. So that you do have an option to use Hood with Lady Deathstrike as opposed to Zombie Juggernaut. All right. That was driving me crazy for a minute. Okay. Okay, let's go in here with his special. Okay, let's get a big rewind in here. Okay. Let's go ahead and go right here. Did not kill Cersei, but definitely she's gone now. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of Icarus, and this should be pretty quick work. All right, there we go. Okay, so it will work. You can use Cabal, Lady Deathstrike, swap out Zugs with Hood if this is the team that you're interested in. Let's jump back over to that Night Stalker's node just to make sure that we don't have any issues here with this squad. I don't think that we will, but let's double check to make sure. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and get in here with his special. Okay, we've got vulnerables everywhere, so let's get in here with his rewind. Okay. Let's get rid of Blade. Okay. And then we will take our time with Man-Thing and get our abilities back up for the next wave. Okay. Let's go in here with his ultimate. Okay, let's get in here with his special on Oath. And that should get rid of her. And this should get rid of everyone else unless they dodge 100 times. Okay. All right, so this squad's going to work great. So if you are wanting to bring in Hood, listen, I play tested Jugs because a lot of people asked me to do that. However, he costs 4 pieces of G20. That's very, very, very expensive. So unless you are just really, really interested in Crucible, like I am, and you're wanting to bring him to G20 so that you can be more competitive in Crucible, I'm not going to recommend that you bring him up for this section because it's just too expensive. However, if you do want to spread out that gear a little bit and throw in Hood for Zugs and use Cabal and Lady Deathstrike, as you see, it works perfect. If you're planning on using some Orcus, you can also throw him in with Orcus and he will work great. So if you've been wanting to see whether or not you can bring up Hood and get through this section with him, you certainly can. You've got multiple options. And guys, if you found this video helpful, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe, slap that bell around a little bit. And if you know anybody this could benefit, make sure you share it with them. And until the next video, guys, stay positive and enjoy the game.